Hello everyone, this is Krol with NJTechReviews, and we're live here at the 2014 Consumer Electronics Show at the Sony booth. We're here with Trevor.
Yes.
Great to see you.
Thanks.
Great to meet you.
Thanks.
He's going to walk us through the new Xperia Z1S.
So this is the new Xperia Z1S. As you can see, it's exclusive to T-Mobile. The launch date for this is going to be January the 22nd. Okay, coming up. Yeah, right. So with this device right here, as you can tell, we're really trying to make this the best of Sony for the best of you. And what we've really done with the Z1S is we've taken the best in terms of all our Sony core competitive products through our Bravia television, through our Sony CyberShot camera. We really made this the nucleus to our entertainment world. So we've taken all those different core competitive advantages and kind of put it into one super smartphone that we have over here today. With this device, the first kind of thing that I want to really mention is the camera quality on this device. So this camera boasts, and I'll just show you guys really quickly, a 20.7 megapixel camera on this device right here. Okay, we've really encompassed a lot of the Sony core technology. So one being the Exmo RS sensor, so a great low light sensor to take those best possible low light pictures. Okay, with this as well too, and I'll just flip to the front here so you can see we have our G lens. This is our wide millimeter lens that we basically have on the Xperia Z1S as well too. With our camera, we really integrated a lot of these different applications as well. So if I hit on our superior auto button, you'll basically see over here the different types of features that you can use. We have everything from our info eye, which will basically, when you take a picture of a landmark or a book or maybe even a bottle of wine, for example, it'll give you do a Google search and give you some more information on the products. We have our AR effects as well too, augmented reality, and we even have our time shift burst. So what's really great about this is the time shift burst. It takes 60 frames for every 2 seconds. So for example, with the movement here, I can take a picture and you can see the whirlwind basically of pictures that it just took. I can actually move around and show you the different pictures that were basically taken, choose the one that I like. Okay, so that's our camera. Okay, this device, just so that you guys know as well too, it's a waterproof device. Okay, so you can have this device submerged under 1.5 meters of fresh water, so that's 4.9 feet. Okay, no more than 30 minutes. Just got to make sure that all the different ports are closed on this device over here too. With Sony, we really pride ourselves in the applications and the different integration with social media for these different applications as well too. So for example, you know, our album application, you'll see a bunch of the different pictures that were taken, but also if I click on my albums, you'll see the different integration, whether it be you know, our globe feature right here where you can geotag pictures and find you know, where you took those pictures in the world. We also have our Facebook integration as well, Flickr as well too for you too, and then not to mention our Play Memory. So that's our cloud service as well, where you're able to store a lot of your pictures on the cloud service, and that's accessible through, you know, your television or your PlayStation as well too. The device also has a 2.2 gigahertz Snapdragon 800 processor in it as well too. It's running Android. With this, also another really cool thing with this device is a 3,000 milliamp battery. We also have something called power management, which is a really cool feature. With this device, I should say, and I'll just go over to power management, it has up to 4 times the battery life than any other smartphone on the market. And the reason why I say that is you can see the estimated standby time is 1 day and 7 hours. When I click on stamina mode, it jumps to 7 day and 8 hours of standby time. What it's basically doing is shutting down all the different application while the phone is in standby mode. However, if you do want certain applications running, you can actually customize it and say, you know what, I want my album application or my Facebook application to be running and have all the other applications shut off. And that'll give you the battery life that you need. Okay? With that as well being said, again, we've taken another Sony core competitive advantage, that being our display of our Sony Bravia televisions. And we've actually put a triluminous display in here. What that is just opening up the color palette, so a wider color palette of rich natural colors. Okay, and as you can see, 1080p resolution on this device as well too. Even with our camera function, I forgot to mention that it records in 1080p, and your viewing angles are going to be at 1080p as well too for this device. With the Z1S, just so you guys know too, it's 32 gigs of internal memory that's built in here. So I know the Z1 has 16 gigs, this has 32 gigs as well. Yep, and you can have your expandable memory card slot there too. You know, you can even read up to a 64 gigabyte card as well too. Yeah. You also have our magnetic charging ports there for some of our docks later on too. Just a beautiful piece, you know, all together. You know, just like a beautiful piece of art when the phone's on and off as well too. Very, very fast and fluid as well. Main kind of features again, like I just wanted to mention, is that 20.7 megapixel camera, and this being a waterproof device. Again, the best of Sony for the best of you, and taking a bunch of those different core competitive advantages to make that one super smartphone. And like I mentioned before, definitely the nucleus to our entertainment world. Other than that though, guys, that's pretty much it.
Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for all the news from the 2014 Consumer Electronics Show on NJTech.